Coach Dick Nolan believes in beating a team at its strength, and this is precisely what he tried to do against the Rams. The Rams' strength is their running attack, the strongest in the National Conference. And in the first quarter, they blasted through Nolan's defensive line for 2 touchdowns and an early lead. But by the second quarter, Nolan had plugged up the holes in the center of his defense and forced the Rams to run to the outside, where their strong but mechanical runners are not as effective and easily gang tackled. On passing situations, the 49ers rarely blitzed or stunted, relying instead on the basic quickness of their defensive ends and their ability to run around the big but slow Ram blockers. On defense, Nolan's versatile tactics gradually proved successful, but on offense, his strategic options were severely limited. He could not make the Rams honor the running game because the 49er running game is not honorable. But what he did do was insert Steve Spurrier at quarterback instead of Norman Snead. Spurrier has played very little over the past few years, but he is younger than Snead and more adept at scrambling from a strong pass rush, which is the Rams' most consistent defensive strength. Spurrier began the game by probing the Rams' defense with a variety of quick look-ins and the usual safe sideline patterns to his wide receivers. By the second half, Spurrier's probing taps had become hammer blows, and the 49ers offense was now even more effective than its defense. After completing just 6 passes in the first half, Spurrier ripped the Rams with 13 completions for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns in the second half. 2 of the scoring throws went to Gene Washington, number 18. Pinching down their ends and blitzing their linebackers, the Rams converged on Spurrier like wolves on a hunt. But Spurrier defeated the rush by calling pass patterns that enabled him to release the ball quickly to his running backs. Inspired by Spurrier's performance, the entire 49er team responded with their first victory over the Rams in 5 years and earned for Coach Dick Nolan his biggest victory of the season. As for the first-place Rams, they took their loss like old pros, knowing full well that the path to the Super Bowl is not always paved with mid-season success.
The Rams have been criticized very heavily in the early part of the going in this season for not playing the crushing kind of football that we were supposed to play. And my reaction to that is we're going to be in contention by the time the season ends, and we're also hopefully going to be hitting the peak of our performance. And if we can do that, we'll be ready for those playoffs. And I'd far rather go into those playoffs playing our best football than coming off the high, which hit us perhaps in the middle of the season, and then trying to scramble back to form to get into those playoffs.